Yo, it's your boy Triple BLACK, aka the number one stunner, aka the boss, aka three black hearses. It's murder. Anyways, man, shit. I'm just on. Shit, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the loop in the thing. There's a little war going on, I guess. And God damn, boy, I swear to God, niggas will find any reason to fight each other over some fucking shit. Dick police, you know. Nigga, there's people talking about, I guess tricking is, there's tricks, there's travelers, there's simps, there's damn boy. I was on the podcast earlier today with Game, what's the name? Platinum Elite, and we were talking about elevation, elevating yourself. And damn boy, I had to shut off a lot of these streams that I be listening to and stuff like that, man. 'Cause you end up getting stuck in like some endless loop of conversations and shit. One day it's bashing, black women and how terrible they are. Another day is bashing tricking, and then another day it's just like some angry shit. Like every fucking day, every goddamn day is some bullshit. And how do you really elevate? When you have that mindset, that negative mindset of every fucking day, like some bullshit. Like these niggas are talking about fucking hype, faddism and shit. What the fuck type of shit is that? This shit crazy, man. That shit was really crazy, man. God damn, boy. I'm like, man. But shout out to those guys, man. They got a crowd, man. I was listening to that shit, man. That shit, my fucking head started hurting. I don't even know what the fuck they were talking about. Maybe I should have got on that bitch early just to hear the full context of it, man. We got the kid. So Traveler coming back in the building sometime. I sent him the link. He should be participating. I want to get his input on it. Dick policing. You hear me? I don't even know. Shit, where's the studio at? I don't see the nigga. Uh, let's see backstage. No, I don't even know. But he should be on that, man. What y'all think about that, man? If y'all want to join the stream, that's a popular thing to do right now. Is have these discussions and shit. I guess Minister Jap is 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 going ape shit on these travel dudes. Um, he's going in on them, and the passport posse. They went to war with was it, they were going to war with, was it Sin, or not, what is his name, Saint in the Center, and then they were beefing, and then I think O'Shea was beefing with them, which is interesting. And then now you had like other people, getting on O'Shea talking about he about to I guess he's switching sides or something. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Like in this loop of bullshit. Um, UN removes. We gotta talk. We gotta talk about that whole thing right there. We gotta talk about that whole thing. Modern day dick police. Everybody like dick policing each other. If you do this, you're gonna get criticized. And we back in. I feel like sometimes we back in high school, man. What the fuck is going on, man? We still in high school, so you can't like what you like. You know, it's like a problem. It's like a problem. But I think it's just funny as hell. think the travel community now. But I tell you what, man, I seen some of the videos of Dominican Republic. That shit almost looked too good to be true. There's got to be something, there's always got to be a byproduct, a deadly or some byproduct. I saw one of the videos, one of those cats put up on, that was like Sasso or some shit. They were outside the club. I was like, damn, boy, it was like Instagram. Like, damn, you're like, damn, the bitch can't be that fine, you know? Um, and a couple cats that I know that travel and shit like that, they say it does definitely change your mindset when you do travel. You go out of town and shit like that. It does change your mindset on everything. Because it's the way that the women treat you and shit like that, especially if they know you're American and shit like that. If it's artificial, it changed my perspective on that whole tricking aspect. Um, I mean, the thing about it is, that, like, I was just like listening to the discussion, um, and they were arguing back and forth whether it was tricking, if the woman likes you or not. If you pay for some pussy, that doesn't mean she like you. I don't know. I mean, I'm on the fence about that because I really don't even think they like you regardless. They ain't gonna really like you regardless. You know what I'm saying? A couple partners told me a long time ago that women will never love you. They'll love what you can do for them. That's why they can't. And my brother told me that a woman can't never love you unless, I mean, they can't love you. They can love you, but it's all conditional, basically. The only thing that they can truly love is something that they give birth to. And that's because they had to carry it for 9 months. And sometimes that's even under question, because, the thing about it is like, I'll give you an example is, if a single mother meets a dude and she wants to get married to him and, she wants to look at it from a biblical aspect, she needs to put her husband first above her child. And if you say that to an average woman, that have children and shit like that, they'll look at you like you got three heads, but it's pretty cut and dry. That is the meaning. You gotta put your husband above everything, and your husband supposed to put God above everything. But that's just coming from a biblical perspective. Um, so that's a question. I can't wait to Soul Traveler get on there. Do they ever really like you? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. They don't ever really like you, man. But um, it's when I'm on the outside looking in, man, I see a whole bunch of dick policing going on, man. Man, and in the conversation needs to change about elevation. That's why me and so Traveler chop it up a lot, because there's more to life than just pussy. I looked at and you know what? Shout out to Platinum Elite. Platinum Elite, that cat right there, man, be spitting some hot fire. Man. I gotta give a big shout out to him, man. He be spitting some hot fire. I ain't got my equipment together yet, but I'm gonna bust a couple shots for Platinum Elite. You already know what it is. Cupcake Zone podcast. Make sure you guys like it. Make sure you guys like it, man. Hey, you hear them shots being fired. But anyways, man, he was he was talking about game, and it sounded very short. I mean, like game sounds very short sighted, but he broke it down. He's like, man, having a mouthpiece can help you pretty much in every aspect of life. It's just not the ability to talk a bitch out of her panties. Having a mouthpiece can get you, a job. It can get you all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you get jammed up, I mean, it's a survival mechanism having a mouthpiece. And the game is bigger than just. I mean, the game is just bigger than pussy. Life is bigger than pussy. That 15 minutes of humping and pumping or whatever, hour marathon, whatever, is just one aspect of life. And when I guess the mating strategy is very important. That's how civilization, gets carried on to have a mating strategy. But if everything centers around that, that's not a good thing right there. Hold up. Hello? Yes. Oh boy. I seen the area code. Oh shit. It's, fuck. Damn. Uh man, but no, I was just saying, it's a bigger aspect of life. I can't wait to get Soul Traveler on here. You be spin that hot fire, but feel free to like the stream. I got a struggle stream, but I got like I'm a shout out to Poor Man Podcast. I've been listening to him a lot. I mean, he does reviews. So is mediocre. Was it MTR? He does a lot of reviews and stuff like that. He had a goal. He said to help a brother's special. Anyways, man, these YouTube streets is interesting, man. It's a different war being waged every day. Uh, and I got on a couple of these panels and shit like that. And what I started to realize is I don't really fit in. I don't really fit in. Um, my philosophy. I mean, my philosophy. I mean, I go against the grain just to be going against the grain. I don't really fit in. And the thing about it is I started to wonder. I was like, man, you know what? There's a lot. There's a reason why some of these guys get, you know, they get a little, what I'm saying, a little, uncomfortable when I get on this fucking phone. Hey, I'm live and direct. You already know. Hey, I'm I haven't really been trying to build a platform too much, but you know, hey, I be digging at niggas' chests when I be in there. I be digging at niggas' chests. Shout out to everybody out there, but the deep policing is getting real, man. I mean, what the thing? This is my thing is, is there simpery? Yeah, there is simpery. Who cares? Mm. What a simp doesn't really affect me, you know. And if I'm a simp, so what? Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? If I'm a trick, who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? If you a blue pill dude or whatever, it's like, all right, that doesn't define a person. The game is way much. I mean, it's much bigger, and that's the thing that Platinum was talking about, man. It's much bigger than that. You can be bitch broke. That's a term that he used all the time. But you can be a great salesperson. You can be a great. It's like you can be great in other aspects of life other than just on some game shit. A game of getting pussy, whatever, or paying for pussy, whatever. Who gives a fuck? It's like, I mean, the endless loop of conversation of this whole pussy thing is almost ridiculous, man. It's like every day. Yeah, okay, bro. But okay. Hey, but no, it's the endless loop of conversation they did. I mean, this court, yeah, this endless loop uh, of this conversation of just, I mean, vagina was like ridiculous, man. Um, and I don't know. We just got to expand our horizons. That's why I kind of, I listen more to like, some podcasts like Earn Your Leisure. And there's this one dude that was named Jay Hustles. I like that page. Those other spaces. I guess the manosphere. I don't know, man. It's kind of almost dry. It's almost dry. Uh, it's dry. It's dry. It's dry as fuck, man. Damn, this chair squeaky. Somebody called me out earlier today when I was complaining shit. Um, elevation and progression and politics and group economics, mental health. Those discussions, I think, are probably pretty much important, are more important. And, having this micro view of everything and it's centered around some pussy. I mean, it's almost counterproductive because, you know, if that's your whole focus in life, get some pussy, and it doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter if your mental health ain't right. It ain't gonna matter if your pockets ain't right. It ain't gonna matter if your health ain't right. So I think almost I'll say this, man. Given to these pussy conversations, and I'm sorry to say that these vagina conversations, like on an endless loop, is almost counterproductive. It's almost putting that shit so high on a pedestal. I understand um, male and female interaction is much bigger than that. I mean, that's just one aspect of it. And again, this endless loop of conversation going right back to that same thing is almost counterproductive. And the thing is like, who gives a fuck about other people, what they're doing with their fucking dick? What are they doing with their dick? Who gives a shit? If you're a trick, you're a trick. If you're a simp, you're a simp. If you're a traveler, you're a traveler. If you're a sugar daddy, you're a sugar daddy. That's what they. If you enjoy that, if you enjoy that, let it be. If you're a thought and you want to only sleep with Pookies and Ray Rays, go ahead and do that. Whatever, whatever. As long as you can, accept your responsibilities and take care of your responsibilities. You do have a responsibility to society to I guess to raise or to produce productive individuals. Just do that shit at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? If you want, I mean, if you're a young woman and you want to just give it out to everybody, and you want to live this, woman's liberation, movement or whatever, just accept the criticism that comes with it. Moving the goalposts and trying to deflect and throw other people under the bus is not really going to do anything. You still got to live with the consequences that you put yourself into. So, but the endless loop of chatter amongst us is almost getting to the point of diminishing return, and that's a really important concept in business, and I talk about it all the time. It's like cannibalization. There's in business there's a point where you kind of starts to eat itself up. It starts to eat itself up. If you're having the like, and I use that because the information is out there. If anything, we have too much information on. I'll give you example, the degeneracy of of blacks in here. Of blacks in this nation. I mean, you have all the information. It's almost analysis by paralysis. But if there's no infrastructure growth, if there's no movement in group economics or economic route, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If there if you there's other aspects. There's the psychological aspect that needs to be fixed. Whole mind state. This crab in a barrel mentality. A lot of these people have grew up in some really fucked up circumstances, and it's I mean, unless that gets fixed, some of these dick policing conversations and shit like that is is insane. It's like you're chasing your tail because a lot of people are just not going to change. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. You're draining your energy on something that's really not even going to change, man. But I'm waiting for Soul Traveler to get back in his bed so we can talk about it. I mean, we can chop it up. But anyways, man, make sure you guys like the stream if you come through. Make sure you hit the like button, man. For real, man. Your boy is trying to get out of the out of the shadows of YouTube. My content a lot of times ain't monetary because I bring the Uzis, what I'm talking about. Anyways, dropping them. Anyways, man, I'm on here, bro. What's the name? Gave me the idea. Just put some streams on there. Put some streams. I used to, God dang. I used to do a lot of streams back in the day. I kind of quit doing it, going through a situation and shit like that. Check out some of my content, man. Hey, you'll notice. I got some videos, man. I got I got a couple of videos that have a couple thousand views and shit. But if you see I got double the dislikes versus the likes. So I don't even know going because I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't even know if I've ever went out of my way to dislike a video. I don't think I have. I don't be understanding that shit. And the one in the dislike people don't ever comment on the reason why you dislike it. That shit right there was kind of always funny to me. It's why would you click on something or watch something that you dislike? Just move on. But I don't know how much that affects it. It's and the thing about it is like they say, when you're doing something right, you're going to get some pushback. You're going to get some pushback. And one thing about my style is, I'm pretty aggressive. I'm pretty aggressive when I see something. I just don't like to bite my lip, and I'm kind of in your face a little bit, and some of those guys be getting off a little bit, not bent out of shape, but oh, you're getting emotional. No, I'm just getting passionate. When I see something, I tend to that I don't like. I tend to be vocal about it. I guess if that makes me emotional, whatever. Closed mouth don't get fed. That's why. That's why I don't fit into a lot of circles. I'm not the cup of tea of a lot of people. Triple Black, No Cupcake Zone podcast. Make sure you guys like this stream, man. I only had one. I had three soul travelers in the motherfucking building. You already know what it is, man. I'll let you, boy. Soul travelers in the building. Let's go.
What's good, homie?
Man, what's good, man? So I'm glad I got you back on the stream, man. We made some classics, saying busting shots at the ADOS. You heard me? We were butting.
Give me a quick second.
Yeah.
Just a quick second. I'm about to change the voice.
busting shots. Busting shots at these thoughts. Hey, man. Damn. The endless loop of bullshit, you know. So, Travis, man, you had a great idea. And I think we need to expound on that. I already have a podcast set up called Black Market. I did 1 or 2 episodes of it. Didn't really go into it, but he, talking about different trades and shit like that. I know there's other channels, but I think we need more of that for real. I'm not just saying that just to be on some kumbaya shit. I'm just saying that just because there's enough of just the vagina laden conversation, the endless loop of that shit, mating strategy, dating strategy. God damn. They're not that special, man. Damn. Man. I like women. I love women, actually. But, a lot of times they're not that special. They're not that special, man. What they got between their legs is not worth, an endless loop of conversation. Soul is back. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to King Dorn. Shout out to him, man. But damn, we got one person in the screen. Shit, that's all it takes, man. It's all it takes. Quality over quantity. We don't like a lot of you lurkers just, just not watching, but just, just hating. The motherfucker be hating my videos and shit, be giving them thumbs down and shit. Hey, I get it. Triple Black is pressure packed sometimes. Get in your chest. We dig in your chest. Anyways, man, what's really good, King Dorian? What's really good, man? Soul Traveler's back. I'm gonna wait for him to get back on the thing, man. I wish I could play some music, but I don't really know how to do that. Yeah, boy. Anyway, nah. Soul Traveler, man. What's good, man?
Ain't nothing, homie. What's happening?
Man, what's happening, man? Dog. I want to talk about, man, this endless loop of vaginal conversations. Niggas are arguing about niggas traveling and getting pussy. Niggas are how's that? Like, how are niggas even arguing about that?
Listen, you remember ADOS, right?
Rest in peace, ADOS.
Well, this is just another. This is indicative of the mindset of motherfuckers who claim ADOS, right? Because everything that they think of, every aspect of life revolves around slavery. Everything. Slavery or oppression. Like they if the white man ain't policing them, they have to police themselves. So that's all it is. This is like, oh nigga, you can't do that because I can't do that.
Dog, I gotta laugh, dog. So these niggas are they're arguing about niggas going overseas to get some fine. I mean, like, I guess, like, these bitches are bad. I've seen some of the fucking videos. So let me get to the origins of this. So niggas are mad at niggas for going overseas, and the overseas niggas are getting mad. What are they mad about?
Because they can't go.
No, I'm talking about the overseas. What's the problem with the overseas guys, with the guys that don't like to travel?
Listen, listen. Niggas will make a living complaining about the quality of woman here, but soon as other niggas go fuck bitches elsewhere and they can't go, they get mad. That's just that's just the nigga mentality, the ADOS mentality that these niggas live in. So I mean, hello.
What does my dick have to do with what you are fucking like overseas? Like whether you pay for it or
Listen,
whatever.
they can't get in no pussy. Can't nobody get in no pussy.
Um, Now, they were like they arguing now about like if bitches really like you if you pay them for like do bitches ever like you?
Um, well, if you put money on yourself, then technically, you just you yourself personally, no, they never will. Like niggas are delusional.
Who cares then? If you pay for pussy, because they're never really gonna like it. I mean, it's all my brother told me it's all conditional. Like, and my other partner told me that women will never love you. They only love what you can do for them. They
Exactly.
can't love you.
Um,
You're Borg I can hear you. You're Borg
yeah, you
out.
gotta give me a quick second.
Sure. Man, no, we do. If you just joined the stream, man, shout out to everybody, man. That's there's two people that joined the stream. Uh, the topic, man, we just talking about dick police, man. The modern day dick police. I mean, like, why do people go out of their way to criticize what another dude's doing in their bedroom or overseas or anything? You know, it's like, why is this vagina conversation so important? Um, because we have a lot of content on it. You know, it seemed like every stream they're talking about um, females. You know, um, I don't know, man. Maybe I came from an era that we used to talk about man shit. You know, talking about sports, sports and shit like that. Like some man shit, like who's the greatest running back or who's the best basketball player of all. Like, you know, some shit that you talk about in the barbershop. You hear me? Like, you know, making money, hustling. You know, who got the tightest whip? Who got, you know, who was number one in rap? You know, Biggie, Tupac. You know, that type shit, like that man type shit. You hear me? I don't even know. I mean, does that shit really exist anymore? You know, does it really exist anymore, or just everything about pussy, or you know how terrible black women are, or why they want Pookie and Ray Ray so much, or you know, just shit like that. It's just like endless loop, and that's why I like to talk about talk um to was it on the panels of Dennis Sperling a lot. You know, they have you know a different discussion. You know, sometimes we talk about mental health. I mean, that was one of the things that brought me to his channel. You know, talking about mental health. You know, you're going, there's a lot of, things that other topics, other things that happen, to men that doesn't really get highlighted. It's mostly about um, stuff that I think is just overvalued. You know, um, if you the thing about it is like if you're traveling, traveling, and I think it's very important I mean, this is my personal opinion. I think it's very important to travel, to see the world, to see different cultures, to be exposed to different things. You know, if you go to do that just to get a new piece of ass and shit, that's your business, man. That's your business. What whatever you eat don't make me shit. So you can do whatever you want to do, man. That's your personal business. That's your personal affairs, whatever, man. Uh, don't really need to get into all that. You hear me? But sometimes that might help your mental health because I tell you what, being in this in America and how especially us black men are treated by society, can kind of almost have a large effect on your whole mental state. You know, um, especially the relationships. I agree to a certain extent. Some of the relationships that we find ourselves in, especially with our own kind, are are dysfunctional. And it affects our mental health. Being not being able to recognize what a functional relationship is because all our life we've just been in degenerate situations is not good, because it affects everything, man. Not being, you there's a bunch of aspects, man. Because if you have children and you're not right in the head, that affects them, because they, learn degenerate shit. They learn just like stuff that they're not supposed to be. It's very important. There's other aspects of life other than uh, we got Soul Traveler back in the building. We got two people watching. I was about to say, stop the show. Stop the show. I need my likes up. We only got two people. Let me play. Hey, I'm about to play some country music. Get those likes up. Hey,
Hey, bro,
hey,
you hear
what's
me
up,
now?
man? Yeah, I can hear you, man. You were borging out a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Um, damn, boy. This. So, what do you think about this endless? I mean, again, let me ask that question again, man. What do you think about this endless loop of vagina of talk of vagina? Everything is related to it.
You know, it's like you know how to vagina is like the sun to these niggas, right? In order for their day to be complete or for them to exist, their prime reason for existence is thanks to the vagina. The vagina gives them life. Without that vagina, bro, like it would be hell on earth. So I mean, it's already hell now. But when you talking to slave babies, when you talking to motherfuckers who literally are slave, what do you call it? Descendants of slaves,
Hmm.
you know, because that's their only history. They never existed before they were slaves, according to them. So that's all they know. So they if they ain't enslaved to the white man, they enslaved to the vagina.
So, would you say this, like the manosphere is like a modern day plantation? It's like a the bed bucks fighting the field niggas?
There's a secret. They're all field niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, because their master is the vagina. That's their master. The master don't respect none of them at the end of the day. It's just some that she look at, her pussy get wet. Some she look at, her pussy don't get wet. But at the end of the day, they all field niggas. They're competing for trash in the first place. They,
Them is,
they competing for
hey,
strippers.
right.
What's
Is
that?
it Pokey controls uh Pokey controls these jokers? Is it Pookie?
I'm probably in a bad spot.
So what?
You can hear me now. It was breaking up for a minute.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, man. Pookie controls
All right.
these jokers. Um I mean,
Yeah. Uh huh.
so is it frustrating you think that the I guess 90% of the women are chasing the Pookies, and that's very, very, very frustrating to
Uh,
the bottom 90%.
man. To be honest with you, I I don't know what got them there. I mean, I know what got them there. I don't understand their logic. I just don't. Um, I don't care to understand their logic. It's funny to watch. Um,
So is it the Pookies are now these because the Pookies are getting pretty much the majority share of the vagina in the United States, and the educated lames or whatever, there's like, what, screw this, I got money, I got resources, I'm gonna go get something overseas that's better than what you're getting, this trash that you're getting here, and I can flaunt that shit in your face. And now are the Pookies saying like, nigga, these bitches don't really like you, but these bitches over here don't really like the Pookies and Ray Rays either. They just kind of use them. They're the means to an end, right?
okay, Pookie is in his mind, he's a pussy horde, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wants it all for himself.
Right.
And even if it don't belong to him, he don't want to share with you. It don't even belong to him.
Right. But why is Pookie mad that these guys was like, you know what, we need to get some pussy too, but we're just gonna go overseas and pay for it? What's the issue?
Well, I'm sorry, Pookie hasn't realized he can't fuck every bitch on the earth.
Right.
You know, the way Pookie see it, that's going to be one of his greatest life achievements is to fuck every bitch on earth. But Pookie hasn't realized that he can't.
Right.
And so he's going to try to hoard women who don't even belong to him.
Yeah, they belong to the streets.
Yeah. And that's why he gets mad. He gets mad because other niggas are fucking women that he can't get. Give me one quick second.
So basically, the currency of the hood or nigga shit is how many bitches you can fuck.
My bad, bro.
Yeah. And the thing about it is like let me take a little churn. Uh this endless loop of vagina conversation. I mean, wouldn't it be more effective to have conversations maybe about success, abundance, um, forward mobility, and
Listen,
mental
these
health?
words.
Mental
I'm
health,
sorry.
getting your mind together, getting your shit together. Um, because I think when you have those aspects under control, shit just comes to you. No matter who you are, even if you're 5 foot nothing or you 300 pounds, if you got your shit together, you got your mental right. Or I mean, you're not gonna be 300 pounds if you got your mental health together and you got your fitness together, you got all those, your money together. Uh, that that right there is attractive, I guess, from a female perspective, anyways, because they're looking for resources. They might not like your physical appearance, but they're gonna like the fact that you got your shit together. You're a leader.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Um.
That car
Uh.
that you drive might make her pussy wet.
It will. It can. The thing is, men are concerned on whether a woman likes them or not. Like, why are we there in the first place, right? Like,
Right,
who gives a fuck?
right. The thing about it is, even if she likes you, there's probably going to be somebody that she would probably that she's going to like again. I mean, you know what, you just touched on something. It really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, they're always searching for the best deal. I mean, it might just be your turn, right? You can't hear me. You still there? I can't. Are you still there, bro?
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah. And the thing about it is like I've heard some conversations about these niggas starting to. I mean, you know shit is really fucked up when niggas are having conversations about the government, basically controlling these bitches so they can, I guess, have more access to them. I don't know. I've heard conversations like that where niggas were actually promoting or laws and type of shit that keep these bitches in order. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just crazy to me because they gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, and some of them ain't changing. I don't give a fuck what you do to them; they're not gonna change. So this endless loop of chatter is just stupid. I don't know what happened to Soul Traveler, man, but pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Shit, I only can go on here about 20 more minutes because I gotta go on a call. Uh, anyways, gotta put that work in there. Uh, Let me give Soul Traveler a minute to get back in here. Um, ain't about to put no hashtags on anything. Just let this organic flow, let this thing happen. You know, on an organic level. There you go. I guess you keep falling off.
Hello?
Yeah, I guess you keep falling off.
Yeah. I'm traveling right now.
Yeah.
So you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you,
I
bro.
probably missed. Well, I know I missed a little bit. I missed a little bit of what you said, but the thing is that before I got cut off is I fell off. Was Men shouldn't care what women think, right? We're not. As long as we care what they think, we are in a constant state of peacocking for them, or we're dancing for them, or we're trying to make them like us.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we are in that state of existence, we're losing. Um,
Right.
now, that doesn't mean that you can't better yourself. We can't better ourselves as men. Like,
Mm-hmm.
physically, we need to work out.
I can't hear you, bro. Anyways, nah, self. I think he's talking about self improvement, but we'll wait. He probably like in the zone right now. Um, yeah, focusing on yourself, loving yourself, and taking care of yourself, man. I think that's the most important aspect. And the thing about it is, I think what doesn't get talked about enough is the mental health aspect of this whole of everything. The mental health aspect of it, and especially within our community, it's a very taboo subject, kind of, and I don't really get it. It's a very taboo subject because people, it's there's a lot of stigmas attached to it, and I think when you're right within the proper mind state, a lot of these things will take care of itself. That's what my whole thing is. Um, I think a lot of it will take care of itself, and being in this endless loop sometimes of these nonsensical conversations, it's kind of almost it's like almost a detriment, because certain a lot of things are just not going to change, man. Like one time I heard, like, people, almost promoting, it's like some type of government intervention to kind of control these bitches. Nah, man. You know what? Some of them are going to want to be with Pookie and whatever, and make bad decisions regardless of what government intervention that you have. I mean, some of them are just stuck in that I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna make bad decisions. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna turn around and not take any accountability, and have somebody fix it for me. When I get 40 years old or some shit. Or somebody coming. So somebody's coming to save the day. that's, that's what it's. I don't think that shit is ever gonna change, man. That's the thing. I don't think that shit ever is gonna change. I think you're always gonna have, like, people with that whole mind state or that mentality that somebody's supposed to come in there and help them and save them and coddle them and do all this type of things. I think that's the culture that we live in, and we're going to stay in that culture. I don't, some people are just not going to help themselves. Uh, but it's very unfortunate that we have to kind of deal with this shit on a day-to-day basis. Um, but Soul Traveler, man, if you get back home, man, we really need to chop it up, and we got to come up with some type of podcast or something, and try to change the narrative. Hashtag change the narrative of us. You're not going to change the perception, but you can definitely try to change the narrative. Man. I think it's worth it. I really do think it's worth it. Trying to change, man. What's really good out here in the YouTube streets, man. I'm gonna only be here for a little bit. Let's see if we can get Soul Traveler back in the building just to you know, provide a little bit of commentary. Um, but he was on the right path. These bitches ain't not changing. They ain't changing, man. They ain't changing. Oh, they ain't finna change, man. I don't care what you do. They ain't finna change. Uh, anyways, man. Uh, I always promise that I'm gonna try to get back on here. I've said that shit 100 times, but I'm be like, man, I'm gonna get back on here again, man. I'm gonna get back on here again. I'm gonna get back on here again. And I never do, It's some of these conversations. I just, I don't feel like having that conversation. I don't even want to talk about it. Sounds stupid, dumb shit. You know, I can't. There's certain things in life that you will not be able to change. Certain people that won't change and will not change, no matter what you say to them, no matter how much logic you put to it, it's not going to happen, you know. And this notion that shaming really doesn't work, especially when it comes to this generation of women. If anything, I believe it makes them even more defiant. It makes them want to go against the grain even more. It kind of almost moves them more in a degenerate direction. Because think about it, all the data that you show, you know, 70%, single motherhood, and why statistically a lot of times on different platforms that they're less desirable, all these things like the obesity rates, this negative data that could be substantiated gets thrown in their face constantly, and to me it doesn't. I look at it from this. I mean, if it hasn't really resonated with them, and if anything, it seems like they're getting more vocal uh, and more defined about it. I don't even think it's going to move on. I mean, I think it's just probably time to move on. And I just think it's time to move on, probably. And it looks like a lot of men are just moving on. I don't really blame them. And the only thing I was just like thinking to myself is like, if they are moving on, then who gives a fuck what people think about you, you know, about what you're doing? It's like, why are we having these discussions still? You know? It's I mean, what's I think Jay-Z said that shit. Once a good girl's gone, she's gone forever. They're not coming back. They're not coming back, man. Y'all get over it, man. Stay partners, man. You know, do your thing overseas, whatever, man. If you gotta pay for some ass, man, it don't. If you know if it's tricking, who gives a fuck? Who cares? Like, damn, you know, simping. You know, if you got to simp to get your dick wet. Who cares? It's crazy, man. Um, People investing in what other people got to say. I don't care. You know, I mean, as long as you don't touch me, you're not touching my family, you're not, causing me personal harm. I can give a fuck what you're talking about, man. I can give a fuck what you're talking about, man. Now, let's talk about, you know, some other shit. You hear me? Like, let's get into some other discussions that are more productive, you know, some mental health shit, some health conversations and shit like that. But and that's that's the other unfortunate things is I see some of these brothers on here sometimes, like Andre Hatchet. Shout out to that guy. And some of these other guys that are actually talking about more more things like entrepreneurship and all those type of stuff. And I even see on Dagger Squad, was it Monica Lamb? Shout out to her. I seen her, she that I mean, I was on one of her shows one time, and the thing about it was, like they're always talking about stocks and shit like that, giving some real good gains. And I think there's a guy on there that's teaching options and financial literacy and stuff like that. There's a small YouTube channel. Shout out to Garfield, man. Shout out to Garfield. Um, they have their own niche where they talk about, I guess, religion and Hebrew. Like they're always on there going at a Dagger Squad. Their channel would just be, it's lit. Anytime you go on the internet, it's always lit. And you got Sinetta and all those type of people. You got that whole specter. And what's unfortunate to me, and in life, that's just how life is. That you'll see those channels, and then you'll see live streams of it. But it's quantity over quality. You'll see sometimes maybe 100, sometimes 20 people in those things, and then you'll see um, some dude complaining about bitches, or and then there'll be you see 10,000 people, and that is or you like thousands of people, and that is daily. You're like, damn. There's a lot of frustrated men out there, man. A lot of frustrated men. Damn, that's some shit. Ain't that some shit? Anyways, man, I'm about to get off of here, man. Thanks for probably liking the stream, subscribing to the stream. So I'll let your boy, man. I'm out here, man.